Dean, there's shed loads of software solutions out there. Why is Jupix the best? Talk to me.
I've used it. Business I worked with before implemented the system. For me, I just loved the linear approach to it, the A to B to C to D type style and approach of it. I think it thwarted any opportunity for people to mess it up.
What do you mean mess it up?
Well, I think if you've got a linear approach where you've got to go from A to B to C to D, you've got a natural route to follow. If you've got an opportunity with there's your system, go where you choose, the worries, opportunities and certain things can be missed.
Why? Ideal for estate agents or letting agents or both?
Both.
I mean, what makes it so different? Don't mention names of other systems, but what makes it so different? And more importantly, better for estate agents? I
think from my perspective, being a cloud-based system, and I know there are other cloud-based systems out there, but this is one I've had a lot of exposure to. I think being a cloud-based system just gives the mobility of the system a lead in that respect. I think it's intuitive. I think as I mentioned earlier, I think the flow just works.
I mean, we won't mention any names, but if someone checks you out on LinkedIn, you'll find out who you did used to work for. Yeah. What's it like? You've got 150 plus offices. What was the migration like going from the old system to the new one? That must have been bringing one across must be a pain in the ass. 150.
Hindsight's a beautiful thing, Chris, isn't it? And if we did it, if I was still there and we'd done it differently again, would we have done it different? Yes, we would have done. And fun enough, I had a conversation post that rollout in terms of that. And yes, when you step back and look at it, you would have done it differently. Because we did it office by office.
I mean, it was the firm you used to work for. I mean, let's be honest. I think everyone knows you used to work for Martin and Co. Mm-hmm. What lessons did you learn by migrating an office by office? Because we're dealing with independent owners here. We're not talking like a branch manager. It has to be done.
Logistics and time. You were literally looking at an office per week, which meant if you needed to hit the time frame target, that needed more trainers. So I think at maximum time there was 3 of us out on the road, plus the support team centrally based, dealing with all the back end stuff. So it was literally leaving home on a Monday, getting home on a Friday.
Was the pain of transferring worth the reward?
In the long run, yes.
Why?
Because they realised, I think once the system was bedded in...
Who's they?
The franchisees and the users who are used to using a particular system, when they realised that this particular system that was coming in not only did what they did already, but everything else in terms of the front end, and when you're moving with technology and bringing the front end in, and what I mean by the front end is the client interaction, rather than it just being a property management and account system. We can deal with everything electronically now. Yeah. Once that had bedded in and they realised the benefits of that and how they could manage their businesses.
And benefits in terms of pure pound notes?
Pound notes, data, manipulating and using the data, probably manipulating not the right word, but you know what I mean, in terms of being able to engineer the data to get the right information, product and service out to the right people.
And I know you don't work for Jupix, but you've got such a understanding of it, and I do know that you're kind of like an accredited person with Jupix, but are you able to go in to agents and help them with that integration and training and things like that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a freelance trainer. 20 plus years in terms of being a trainer. Okay. Let alone the wider industry. Over 7 years now in terms of working with Jupix solidly.
So you must have introduced Jupix into 50, 100 offices, so you know exactly. I mean, why the hell should someone pay you when they could probably get it for free through Jupix?
Well, it depends what they're looking for from the training. If they're looking for one-on-one focused coaching, working within their business to understand what their challenges are and work with them in sort of looking at where they are now and where they want to be, I think that's a worthwhile investment.
Because I don't know if any CRM system offers that one-to-one training, but you're able to offer that on Jupix. Interesting.
Have car, will travel.
There you go. Maybe in the next video we could talk about where everyone goes wrong with Jupix and where everyone goes right with Jupix.
Sounds good.
And again, he's not being paid to do this.
No.
No, Jupix. I think you should pay him though. Thanks, Dino.
Cheers, Chris.